Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to introduce the 2014 Chairman of the Board, Jim McManamon.
Let's mix with
I promised I'd keep this to under 45 minutes.
You're cute.
Thank you, Carol, and to all that were a part of this video. You are amazing, and I am moved by your tribute. It is a pleasure to be here this evening, and truly a great honor to serve as your 2014 chairman and to follow in the footsteps of Andrew and so many admirable chairmen who have served before me who are here tonight. Let's thank them for their past service. Amen. Got a lot of them here. Thank you, Andy, for your service this past year as our chairman. Andy has been known as a relationship gentleman who impresses more by what he does than by what he says he's going to do. He has accomplished much in his team, as you heard, in his term, as you've heard. So, Andy, I want to say thank you to you again for all the work over the past year. You truly have made it easier for me, and you're right back here, easier for me as you officially pass on this torch in my transition to this significant role. I'd like to also acknowledge the fine work of our executive committee who's sitting here today, the FRLA staff, the regional directors, and the countless many who have worked so hard to keep our association vibrant and successful. Give them a round of applause. And I want to thank you for the opportunity to serve as the chairman of the board of the Florida Restaurant and Lodging Association. Had you told me when I was a young boy of 13, working for my father at the Holiday Inn, initially as a dishwasher, that I'd be the general manager of the Ritz-Carlton and chairman of one of the most powerful associations in the state, I'm not sure what my reaction would have been. My parents had always instilled in me to reach beyond the stars, and I suppose living in and growing up in hotels and restaurants put the industry in my blood. I recall sneaking out of our hotel apartment early one morning when I was about 11 or 12 to venture to the hotel restaurant where it was actually bustling with customers. Observing that all of our wait staff was running around trying to keep up with a packed house, I immediately wanted to help out. So, without hesitation, I grabbed an apron and a pot of coffee and went to each table to fill their cups and wish them a good morning. There was a great sense of satisfaction in helping out and talking with the customers, who quite frankly seemed very interested in my engaging with them at such a young age. Well, it wasn't long after that my father walked into the room and saw me with a full pot of hot coffee, struggling to pour him over guest laps, and he pulled me out to have a chat and redirect my activities. When asked, "Whatever possessed you to do something like this?" I simply responded, "Dad, I was needed. And I was just doing what I'd seen you do before in those situations." My mother, Genevieve, has also been a very important role model for me, and so I'm so pleased, at the age of 91 now, that she is willing and able to be here tonight, as I know that my father would have loved to be. Thanks, Mom. I'd also like to recognize my daughter, Caitlin, who is reluctantly skipping a day of classes today at UGA Veterinarian College. Yes, she's a bulldog. Katie, I'm so proud of you and all the things that you do. I love having you here. You know, it's so good to have the support of family and dear friends like the Pullens and Tom and so many others. I'm so thankful that you've come here to be with me tonight. Thank you. The theme for this year, as you've heard me say before, is strength and engagement. My challenge to each and all of you is to become more engaged on behalf of our industry. I promise, as the 2014 chairman, that I will put forth my full effort to provide you with the tools and resources you need to create a stronger voice and greater impact for Florida's hotels, restaurants, and industry suppliers. While we can anticipate, we do not know all that will lie ahead, and the work ahead is never easy. Together, if we roll up our sleeves and collaborate on common interests, we can not only strengthen our voice and elevate our association 2014, but position it on a well-defined path for the future. The mission of Florida Restaurant and Lodging Association is to protect, educate, and promote our industry. Over the past several months, I have sought the input and advice from many stakeholders, among them past Florida Restaurant and Lodging Chairman Carol Dover and senior staff, regional directors, our board of directors, and countless others, to listen to what is most important in representing your interest. In November, I met together with Dan Murphy and the regional directors for a workshop with all the FRLA chapter presidents to solicit feedback and suggest priorities, all in an effort to involve you in establishing our platform for this year. Finding no hesitation or shyness in sharing ideas, remember Pam? It became clear that there were reoccurring themes in the feedback that I received. Your combined input has led to three major goals. Now listen up, 3 goals on our agenda as I take over this year's chairmanship. Number 1, to increase member participation and engagement. Hotelier Conrad Hilton once said, "Success seems to be connected with action. Successful people keep moving." There are many issues impacting our hoteliers and restaurateurs. Bed tax expansion, travel and tourism, healthcare and labor, just to name a few. The association's leadership knows how important all these issues are to you and to your business, to your flow of customers, and to your balance sheet. That is why it is crucial that our entire membership is more engaged and focused on the issues most critical to our industry. As an organized, focused entity, our association must, more frequently, get out and tell your story. We will let those in Tallahassee know what you do, who you support, and what your impact is. An excellent way to do that is to attend Florida Tourism Day this year. I hope to see you there. Another way is to contribute to FRLA PAC Fund. The second goal, there's only 3, is to grow membership. And this can be accomplished through a partnership of you, our current members, seeking other industry professionals and offering personal invitations to join. Let me tell you, it works. Saw Keith earlier, and had not Keith Overton asked me personally to become involved, I wouldn't be here today. So it's Keith's fault. We must also continuously evaluate the needs of our members to ensure we provide and communicate relevant member benefits, programs, and initiatives. And thirdly, ensuring strong future leadership through education, development, and succession planning. Talented future leaders come from constantly recruiting strong professionals from our industry, from within our vibrant chapters, effective committee chairpersons, and from engaged members. So I will challenge our executive board, our committee chairpersons, and our chapter presidents to activate and engage our members through thoughtful planning, advanced preparation, and relevant programs that are effectively communicated to our membership. In order to ensure continued success, we must recognize the leverage our strengths have made, and it has made the FLRA the most influential trade association in Florida, with 10,000 plus members. The hospitality and tourism industry represents $72 billion in the industry, 23% of Florida's economy, $4.3 billion in sales tax revenues, and more than 1 million employees, making it Florida's largest employer. I know you're a little bit worried about me here, but I want to say something about Carol because we're so blessed to have her, our illustrious President and CEO. And I look forward to our continued partnership, Carol, as we stand ready for what challenges lie ahead in 2014 with a focus on government affairs and advocacy. When I asked Carol what I should include in my speech tonight, she emphatically recommended that it consist of 3 B's. Be brilliant, be articulate, and be gone. Well, I suppose I need to take heed to that advice before she kicks me. So in conclusion, let there be no doubt, the state of the hospitality industry is bright, Florida's tourism industry proudly remains the state's leading economic driver. In order to maintain that leadership role, it is vital that we band together as an industry to share our past successes as well as plan ahead for the challenging future. My friends, the time is now. The FRLA Winter Board meeting has provided this week an effective forum for learning and sharing on a statewide scale. But after this conference, let it not stop. We must continue what has been started here, through collaborating with others in our industry, through strong committees, chapters, and word of mouth. It has been said before that people who work together will win no matter what the obstacles. Thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you in advance for your support. Thank you for your individual and collective efforts to ensure strong growth and a bright future for Florida's tourism. It is truly an honor to serve as your chairman. Thank you very much.